Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you are not subscribed, make sure that you subscribe and make sure that you hit that notification bell so that when I upload a video, you will be notified of that video. Today's video is on this wig here. I did a sew-in on this. This is a sew-in, and I go detail through detail on how I sewed this wig, how I laid the tracks, how I laid the frontal, what I used. I actually love this wig. I did not pluck any of the hairs. I did not pull any of the hairs because I actually wanted to be full and look full. You most definitely can pluck your wig or pull some of the hairs out to make it thinner because it is a little thick. I didn't put any makeup on it or anything, but I actually love the way that it lays. And so, yeah, let's get right into this video. So what I'm showing here is it's speeded up, but I am showing sped up or whatever. I am showing the mannequin head that I received from Amazon. I'm just unpacking it, looking through the brochure. It is a mannequin head that's full of like the beads or like a sand texture, almost larger sand texture. But yeah, I was just looking through the items, the free items that came along with the mannequin head, and that's the mannequin head right there. This is all the items that are packaged free. So I'm going to try to open it up here and give you guys a preview of what they sent me. Right here, we've got some T needles, and then some regular curved needles for sewing. Wig cap, which is the net type wig cap, which I don't know what I'll use that for. I'll use it for something later on. This is the stand that has to be put together, super simple to put together. Got some clips, some small clips, and then another wig cap, or a wig cap that I will probably use later. And there, that's my baby right there, and all the items that came along with it. I received this, well, I ordered this from Amazon. It came pretty quick. It only took about 3 days for me to, 3 or 4 days for me to receive it. I'm going to go ahead and start getting everything together to do my closure. The closure I had to dye, you guys. It is a small frontal closure with just enough room for like a middle part or a side part. I am using number 30 hair. It's a wavy hair, nothing too expensive. I think it was like $12 at my local beauty salon or beauty shop or hair store. So always wear your gloves, you guys, when you are doing any kind of processing. I did not for a long time, and now my hands are really dry. So that stuff will dry your hair out. And then with us having to sanitize, use hand sanitizer, it really dries your hands out. So this closure, like I said, I'm going to have to dye it. So I did go to my local beauty supply shop and just grab like a cheap little color. It said 30 on it, but you know how you buy those box colors and you really don't pay attention? I really wasn't paying attention. So I'm going through this whole process right now, trying to color and everything, and it was not right. So I'll explain that later. But right now what I'm doing is I'm clipping it off because I want the tips or the ends to be the same color, 30, number 30, as the hair that I purchased. So yeah, I'm just clipping it off right there to kind of get everything hanging down. And then I want the roots to be black. So I didn't want the whole wig to be number 30. I needed something to, tame the wig down a little bit. So that's what I'm doing there. I'm going to get ready to start putting this color on here. So you want to shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Make sure that everything's mixed up. You want to follow the, what they say for, how to mix and everything. You want to follow that, the instructions that come with the color. Here I am applying and kind of brushing it on with my soft bristle brush, color brush that I purchased from Sally's or somewhere. But yeah, I'm saturating it very, very well, you guys, to try to get it all the way through to the end, so that all of the colors are, so that it's all the same color pretty much. So, I didn't speed up this process. I probably should have, because this is a couple minutes long, but I can talk to you guys about what I ended up having to do. See how I picked it up? I'm showing you guys where I lay the color for this this closure. But you guys, I had to end up going back to Sally's and getting some developer and powder bleach to finish this closure, because the color came out more of an auburn color, and that's why I wanted to go ahead and just show this full clip, show the full video, because everybody makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect. If you mess up, you just try to figure it out. That's why I didn't want to go get anything too expensive. This closure was probably about, I think it was $16. And then the hair, the bundle, itself was a 14-inch, and it was $11. And then I did get a 10-inch that was about $11 or $12, because I like height. I like fullness. So I chose the shorter length too. And then the closure is 10 inches itself. So yeah. So I'm just mixing it all up on there, making sure all the color is through. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for that. I know y'all can see me in my mirror. So I'm gonna put this aside. I probably put it in the dryer, or under the dryer, but I just put it aside. So this mannequin head is the one that I've had for a while. It's just a foam mannequin head. And what I usually do is I just put a plastic cap on it along with the stocking cap, and then I just glue the hair on. So I started gluing it on, and I'm like, you know what? I think I want to sew this hair onto a cap. So that's when I decided to go ahead and purchase this mannequin head that I've been wanting for a while. And as I said before, I did purchase this from Amazon. So they had tons of them that you can choose from Amazon. But I chose this one. That is the holder down there that I am attaching to, I'm attaching that base to my table so that I can put the mannequin head on. I do have a tripod stand that I could have used, but I didn't even think about it while I was recording this. So that is an option too, and I would suggest the tripod method because I had to keep picking this up and turning it, and I got really frustrated trying, having to keep turn it and positioning it and putting it forward and putting it back. So I would suggest that you purchase a tripod. Okay, this is just me just going through this stuff again because I was so excited about all the free items that I received. So I'm just showing you guys again my T-pins and my needles and my wig cap, and it is Beyond Beauty is the maker, I guess. Got me some thread. You guys, I have like the biggest yarn of thread that I use, and I use it just so that I could just have it and I have to keep running to the hair store, but I don't really like it that well. So this is the cap that I use. It is a thicker cap, not the average stocking cap. This is thicker. I like using these especially in the winter. Your head stays really, really warm, depending on how much hair you use too. Your head will stay warm. But I go ahead and I position this cap on the mannequin head where I want it. And I grab some of the T-pins just to keep the cap on the head, the mannequin head. So you don't want your cap moving all around and not being positioned where you want it. Make sure you pull it down in the back. One thing that I do suggest is when you're sewing your hair on is, how it has that elastic around that elastic band. You do not want to sew through that elastic band. When you're sewing, you want to just grab that fabric that's right on top, that's sewed over that elastic, that fabric that's sewed over the elastic. That's what you want to sew on. If you sew through the elastic, your cap will not stretch as far as it needs to stretch, and then you'll find yourself trying to figure out ways to keep your wig on because it might slide off. If you have a smaller head, you might not want to stop down. You might not want to start all the way down at the bottom. And I did not start down at the bottom. I did not sew on that bottom part of the cap where the elastic is, just along the sides, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I did. So right now I'm kind of getting my thread and my needle, gathering all that stuff up from off my other table so I can bring it over to the station where I am going to be sewing my wig. So you see that big spool of thread? Gigantic. But that's the needle that I'm going to use. I use the curved needle. Some people like the straight needle, but I like the curved needle. I'm gonna go ahead and start sewing on. I started sewing. You guys, I didn't show, but at the end where I start to come back, I'm going back and forth. I did sew that down so that it's flat down there at that the front of that wig. So now I'm just sewing this on. I did use 2 full bundles of hair. I used the full, it says 12 to 14 inches. And then I had, the second one was a 10 to 12 inches. And that's what it said on the package. So I'm just telling you guys what it said on the package. But yeah, I'm just sewing back and forth. I am gonna stop, I think, the end of this one and go ahead and pin my closure on and go ahead and sew that on before I go any further, or start putting or adding more hair in. This is my last one to put in before that closure. So I'm showing you guys where I had to go and bleach out. I had to go and bleach that closure out. So I would not recommend this on your hair. I mean, I don't know. It's up to you what you want to do. But I just found that was the easiest way to do it for me, was just go get that bleach. And it ended up pretty close to what I was looking for. So you see how the roots are still black? That's the look that I was going for. So I did go ahead and finish that, the 12 to 14 hair. Install that 12 to 14 inch hair. And then stop before I got all the way to the top. So that's me putting that frontal on and pinning it down to where I want it. When you put your do your closure, you want to make sure that it's up to the front of the cap, that it's right along the hairline, and the cap is right along, because remember, you're going to be cutting that extra pieces off the frontal, and then you're also going to be cutting, yeah, and that's me. Hi guys, thanks again for watching my video. Make sure that you like, subscribe, leave a comment, and make sure you hit that notification bell. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one.